How did they say, like, all right, this guy, we want this guy in our group? Jeremy! Round of applause, production. Bonjour, take your shirt off. Have you done a runway yet? What gave you that confidence of saying, you know what, I can sing?
What they have told me was purely, it was just my Instagram. I didn't know how to sing.
Is Miguel gay or straight?
Miguel is gay.
All right. Okay, round of applause. This is the first episode. I don't know what I'm going to call this podcast and whatsoever. We have production in the background. Can we do a round of applause for production? Amazing group. This is such a low budget production, but that's kind of the purpose of this. We're going to try to do more interviews with more people just around the industry. It could be people that are artists. It could be people that are, you know what I mean, that are local owners in certain places in the across the USA. This is just here for us to either grow and connect or just have fun, just lay back in any way, in any possibility. But let's get to it. I'm super excited for the first guest of this, whatever this is. We have one of the 5 members of the music collective Blank, founded in North Georgia, with streams with 60,000 on all platforms. The song Feel You Here. If you've not checked out that song, please do so. Your boy, Jeremy. Round of applause, production. Round of applause. Yo, what's good? What's goody, bro?
What's your name again?
What's my name?
What's your name again?
What's my name? You trying to act Hollywood on me? What you mean?
Rickay, right?
Bro, that's crazy. That's crazy. Well, thank you. You know, get comfy. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't even have a second mic, bro. I got like just one mic for you. But I think let's just start off. Like, just tell the people who you are, where you're from. You know what I'm saying? I got the slides on. We just chilling. It's just another day for us. Just tell people just about your story and just like how you really came up with Blank and how it started. What's your start, bro? Tell me your start.
All right, so what's up, y'all? Name's Jeremy. I might have a nickname by the time this comes out, maybe. But I'm with Blank Music Collective. Yeah. That also might change. Blank might also be a different name, but come up. I think I met one of our members, Zay. I'm sure y'all know Zay. I met Zay through Instagram. I met Danny also through Instagram. And I met Angel also through Instagram. But with Danny, I knew his older brother. I hung out with his older brother for a while. I think I hung out with him for like 3-4 years before I even knew that Danny existed. But yeah, eventually Danny and Zay hit me up on Instagram, said that they wanted to start a music collective, and I was like, yeah, I'm down, like, why not? It was just from a simple Instagram DM, but like I followed them for a while. We interacted here and there, but I knew that they made music. I listened to their music as well when they were like a duo of Zay and Danny, but eventually they wanted a full collective, so they DM'd me, and I was like, yeah, why not?
Wait, okay, I got a bunch of questions with that. So you knew all of them through social media. Yeah. You didn't meet them in person at all before that?
I knew of Danny. I knew that Josh... let me not say his name. I knew that when I was hanging with his older brother, I knew that he had a little brother that like made music and stuff. I didn't know that it was Danny. Yeah. Until like I really looked at their faces, and they're like kind of like clones of each other. But yeah, everyone else I knew just purely off of Instagram. They went to the same high school that I went to, but like I never saw them. They were younger, so I never saw them. But they knew who I was from Instagram, and I knew who they were from Instagram, and that was it.
Okay, so I love how we're just passing it back and forth, but I love it. I love it. You know what I'm saying? It's just, you know what I'm saying? We're just talking. Okay, so dang, that's crazy. So yeah. How did they know that you could sing? Like, how did they know that you was even someone that could be in interest of being in this group? Was it just something that you posted? Because I see your aesthetic, man. Like, everybody knows your aesthetic. You got the style. How did they say, like, all right, this guy, we want this guy in our group? Like, how did that go about?
I think what they have told me was purely, it was just my Instagram. Like,
Really?
yeah, it was like my Instagram. They liked the way that like I carried myself, the way I dressed, and they thought that I was like a perfect like inclusion, like just to like the look wise. Like me standing next to them just doesn't like it's not jarring. It looks regular. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like I kind of blend in with everyone else. But obviously, we all stand out a certain way. But we don't look like there's no one that like doesn't look like they fit in the group. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I guess I just had a look that they wanted. Singing wise, I didn't know how to sing when they first. I didn't have a lick of a clue.
I remember you telling me that. I think you were telling me about. My fault. I didn't mean to steal the mic from you. Know what I'm saying? Because like obviously we talk outside of things in the industry, but I do remember you told me that like how they were asking you about, like I remember just in the beginning of it when they were asking you about the group and everything like that, and how like they wanted you to sing but you were kind of like resistant from it, like you just did not want to do it. Yeah. So like how did you build that confidence of saying that, like, you know what, because honestly this is a 360 for me, like for me knowing you, it came to the point where you were following me, like going to, I'm like, hey, can you come help me out doing for my shows, for my personal stuff, for my music videos and things of that nature. I honestly didn't see that coming because I knew you were starting Booth Boy, the clothing brand, and I knew you were doing creative stuff, and I knew you were a creative person. So when I found out that you were doing the collective, it was just a complete switch. I was just so shocked, but I wasn't surprised. I was shocked, but wasn't surprised. You know what I mean? So like, what gave you that confidence of saying, you know what, I can sing. You know what? I want to be in this group. And you know what? I feel comfortable expressing myself in a musical way opposed to physical and graphic designs and that nature.
Yeah. Yeah, at the start when I came in, that was like just a bit. I've known this guy since I was like, like 11 or 12?
11?
I think so. I moved here when I was in 4th grade. So I've known you for a while. I've seen you around for a while, yeah. But we didn't hang out until I was like 13. But yeah, no, I've known him for a while. I've known him for like 10 years now. But yeah, it was just a bit that I was doing. But honestly, though, also the brand name is also changed. It's just Backyard now, Backyard Georgia.
So it's not Booth Boy?
No, I switched. Yeah, it's Backyard Georgia.
Are you still wanting to? I don't want to like progress and like switch over to multiple things, but we're talking about Blank, but we're also talking about you. I think that's the most important thing as well. Yeah. So you say it again. Backyard what?
Backyard Georgia.
Backyard Georgia.
Yeah, so it's just backyard, but I just want to put where I'm like from, like where it's from in the kind of the name.
Okay.
But it's called Backyard. But I just put the Instagram handle is Backyard Georgia.
So, you know what? That's honestly, that would be my follow-up question for that as well. So outside of music, Backyard Georgia, what is that all about?
I think for me, I've been around like fashion, clothing since I was maybe in 3rd grade. Okay. I started following in around 3rd grade. But, as a 3rd grader, 4th grader, you don't really have the funds. You don't really have any money to buy clothes that you want. And you can't really design anything either. I don't know if I think that was maybe around 2010. No, it's like 2011, 2012, and like they're like you couldn't really buy things to like draw on like an iPad or anything like that because they were really expensive. So I couldn't design or anything like that. But like I always like was around that space, and I would always like kind of take inspiration from that space, or kind of just I would just absorb everything that I saw there. And eventually I kind of had the funds, kind of had the needs to start something of my own. And that's kind of just what I decided to do. And it kind of just reflects kind of who I am. I don't want to put anything out that I wouldn't sponsor myself. You know what I mean? I don't want to put anything out that I wouldn't wear myself. Yeah. Backyard doesn't really have a meaning to it. I think I was kind of just like...
It's just kind of like what it represents.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
exactly.
Community in some way.
Yeah, exactly.
Bro, I gotta tell you, freaking the Booth Boy jacket, dude, I be repping that heavy. When I was in New York, bro, it was cold. It was
Bro.
cold as hell. I was repping that jacket heavy because it was thick.
Yeah,
It was
dude.
mad thick.
Thick, bro.
Yeah, dude.
It's like a workwear jacket almost.
Yeah, dude. And everybody was always asking me. Also, like, everybody's like, "Where'd you get that?" I'm like, "Nah, my boy made it." You know what I'm saying? My boy made it type. Oh, I can't cuss. Yeah. So, dude, actually, bro, I didn't buy. I got a sewing machine.
No way.
Yeah.
Dude,
I don't know what I'm gonna do
I
with
need a
it
sewing
though.
machine bad, bro.
Really?
Yeah, I'm so sick of like not like I have so many ideas and there's like a lot of things that like a lot of pieces of clothing that I want to like mess with and kind of like change around, but I can't. Like I have a bunch of like pairs of jeans and a bunch of like shirts that I've like cut up and like literally just like a bunch of panels of clothes in like in my closet sitting like folded up because I don't have a sewing machine.
Really?
Dude, yeah. I have like a bunch
Do you
of,
know how to use one?
Roughly. I used to like if I wanted to make alterations, I used to do it by hand. That took forever. So I was like, you know what? All these alterations I want to do, I'll do all of these whenever I have a sewing machine. I've yet to buy one, and I started thinking like that like 2 years
Bro,
ago.
if you need a sewing machine, bro, let me know. I got one.
I'm down.
I bet. I do want to play with it a little bit because, like, a part of me wants to, like, express in some way just to mess around, you know, because everyone can do print on demand. Everyone can do purchase a certain order online,
Yeah.
which is, like, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm sure, like, you could get high quality stuff from that. And
Yeah.
that's how you did Booth Boy.
Yeah.
But, like, it would be fun to, like, mess around and, like, do stitching myself. Be like, nah, I'm going to do this. I want to put a cross here, and I don't want to pay an extra $50 for someone to do that. Yeah.
All you have to do is buy the material, cut it out,
Yeah.
and then stitch it on there yourself.
Yeah. Okay. So let me talk to you about this, man. Let me talk to you. So, like, I guess when it comes to, let's get motivational right here.
Okay.
Let's get motivational, right? So for people that are trying to, obviously what you're doing is something that is not basic. It's not something that the average person is trying to pursue,
Yeah.
especially here in Gainesville. Let's keep it a buck. I'm sure like in Atlanta, we see a lot of people, but there's a lot of people that are not actively pursuing music.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like there's people that say that they're artists, but they're not really, you know, they're not really going for it. I mean, from things that I see in my perspective, you know what I'm saying? They get discouraged really fast or just like they're not putting money into it and things of that nature.
Mm-hmm.
I would say like, what is like your biggest motivation? Like what is something that keeps you going and wanting to pursue music and blank and expressing your creative self? Like, is this something where, you know, like you want to, I guess like for a certain category or group of just showing people it's possible or making them feel like they could have somewhere to feel comfort and, you know, sanctuary in with their music, or what's on your mind with that?
Honestly, honestly, I think like with ever since I was younger,
Yeah.
I've always had aspirations of doing like honestly there was like one time where I wanted to be like to make movies. I wanted to be a movie producer or like a director. Yeah, there was a point in time where like that was something that I was looking into, and like as long like also with like the fashion space, like I think every career, I guess like aspiration that I've ever had, I'd never realized it until like I was maybe like 17. That it was always in the creative space. It was never in like the blue collar space or white collar space or like an office job or anything like that. And like, you know, all power to you if that's what you do and like that's how you that's your career, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
All power to you because like I had to work night shift at a warehouse job for years. Like ever since like I left high school, like I had to, ever since I graduated high school, I mean, I had to like, you know, be in a warehouse all the time. Yeah, so like more power to you if that's how you make your money.
4 years college and
yeah, exactly. So like
at Starbucks.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like yeah, that was just something that I didn't want to that's just something I didn't want to do ever since I was younger. I had to do it to pay like my bills, had to do it to pay for like my car and you know, just afford like stuff that I wanted or stuff that I wanted to pursue, like clothing. Like I needed money to buy my own shipment of clothing and then ship it all out from there. I'm not like drop shipping. I'm like everything's in house. I ship it out from in house. So like I need money for that, and you can't really use your clothing money to sell clothes if you've never sold clothes at all. So I needed to work to save the money to do that. But I think just the whole reason why I'm in music, and the reason why I've had all these career aspirations is just because I like to be able to express myself in something that I deem, I guess, like cool, quote unquote. Like I think like music's cool. I think skateboarding's cool. I think clothing. I think that's cool. I think being able to produce a movie, direct a movie, that's really cool to me.
Yeah.
So like I find those things really cool, and I want to be able to see myself either doing something like that or being able to express myself in something like that. Because it's different when you film yourself talking on like your phone and you like rewatch it, and there's like a whole like budget, a whole like high production budget film that you like either star in or that you write yourself, and then you have people like play in it or you're in it yourself.
Yeah.
And like people act in it. Like it's just a different like feeling when you see yourself in places that like you used to watch other people, like music videos, movies, and fashion runways, and just like Nigo, you know what I mean? Like it's really cool to see yourself in those positions. And they've expressed all these directors, all these music artists that have like curated this self-image or these movies or these music videos. Like they express themselves in some sort of way, and they share it to so many different people, and a lot of people like deem it fit for them, and a lot of people like almost gravitate towards those kinds of things. So I feel like I really want to be able to express myself in some sort of creative direction or in some creative aspect. Yeah. In that creative space. Yeah. Just so then maybe I can like create something that a lot of people gravitate towards. Maybe I can create something that a lot of people have their eye on, or something new. Like obviously that takes experience, and you kind of have to know your way around it fundamentally. But I think once you learn the fundamentals and once you learn everything that's objective about it, you can add your own spin to it, and that's what makes art subjective. There's rules to art, there's rules to movie making, there's rules to music, but there's so much like play in it where like as long as you follow the fundamentals and you're not like off key, you're not like just like the stuff that you hear about all the time.
But honestly, nah, because there's sometimes when people will make music off key and it sounds tough. Let's keep it a buck.
You're right.
Let's keep it a buck. I'm like, yo, that's actually kind of tough.
You're right.
Wait, back on fashion runways. Like, have you done a runway yet?
No, I don't think I'm tall enough.
Don't matter. Bro, I've done runways.
I don't think
I'm
I'm
5'10".
I don't think I'm tall enough.
How tall are you?
I'm like 5'6".
5'6". 6. No. Chill. Oh no, we gotta cut that off. Oh wait, no, okay. I get that. Maybe there's a certain height to it. Yeah. Obviously, modeling and photo shoots is a complete like print work. That's completely different. Yeah. Definitely do that. Yeah. But I do think it's possible. You can do a runway. I think if I could do it, bro, I've already exceeded like this. Like I'm not even close to the standard. For men, it's like 6 something.
It's like 6'3".
Yeah. I remember this one time, dude. I was doing like an audition for Fashion Runway. I forgot. It was like an iconic like French dude. He was like in Atlanta, and my agency told me to like, hey, pull up to like this spot. Like it was like a salon in Marietta or something like that. Yeah. And like we had to like do some print work where we gave our headshots, and then we filled some work for production. And they like the first group of people, like they picked out who they think is the best to like be in the fashion runway. And then after that, the designer came with like a freaking French accent and like crazy hair and all this crazy clothing. And he told us, all the men, to like go on a line. Like I remember we all went on a line, and he like told us all to take our shirts off. He was like, everybody, I can't even do a French accent, man. He was like, everybody, can you do a French accent? No. Dude, he was like, I don't know. Bonjour, take your shirt off. Take your shirt off. And pause. And then he was literally like looking at us like we're objects, bro. He was like, all right, you're you're
good.
fat,
Yeah.
you're skinny, no,
Damn.
you're good. You know, I obviously didn't pass it. And actually, no, he asked me, he was like, are you willing to dye your hair? And I said, well, if you dye it back. And he's like, oh, nah. And then he was like, nah, yeah. And so that was my experience for fashion. I did a couple stuff before that. But I feel like they're very, they what's the word to it? Not categorize you, but they're very, straight on. Like you're good, you're not good. So I kind of get it when it comes to like the height side. It's toxic, to be honest with you.
And I mean, like, as a fashion designer, they know who they want in their clothes. They know who they're making it for. They know who they're designing it for. And if you don't fit the build that they are looking for and I guess, like, the proportions that they're looking for, it's just like, like you're shit out of luck.
You know what we should do, bro?
What's up?
We should start a fashion runway and have short people. Like if you are past, you know what? If you're above 5'9", you're not going for it.
You're 5'10" though.
Yeah, I'm saying I can't do it. I'm not a part of it. If you're taller than 5'9", you're not going to be in our fashion runway.
Okay.
We want short people, even for women. Like you have to be like 5 feet.
Okay.
5 feet, like max. like you're 5 feet and then 4'9". That's
we
it.
have to curate the whole thing,
Dude, like switch the whole narrative. You know what I mean?
Why not?
Yeah, everybody needs a chance. Everybody needs an opportunity.
Exactly.
They got all these tall people. Like
Short people matter.
Short people matter, bro. I think we should start a movement. Dude, that should be your next clothing line.
My next clothing line is curated strictly for short people.
SPM, short people matter.
SPM, backyard SPM line.
Yeah. Dude, I'll buy it.
You're not short. You're not who they curated for.
Well, I am. Okay.
You're not who I'm curating for. The sizes are just gonna be small to medium.
Bro, it's weird because I'm in between. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not short, but I'm not tall. You know what I'm saying?
When they have a runway for average people, you got it.
Bro, I'm just average. Bro.
What's the average height in America? 5'9"?
I think 5'8".
5'8"? Then you're 2 inches taller than the average guy.
Production, fact check that.
Can you fact check what's the average height in America? Please?
You know the average height.
5'9". It's 5'9". Has to be.
Dude, you know what's crazy? 5'9".
I knew it. I've searched it up so many times when I was younger. I thought I was going to be average height.
Dude, I gotta show you, bro. Did you see? Hold on, let me get the mic.
Is there buttons if I accidentally click it, it'll like mess up or no? I'm
Probably.
scared to like grab it real hard.
It's okay. Yeah. Just hold it softly. You know what I'm saying? Hold it like a baby. Dude, have you seen this, bro? Chat GPT, like where it sounds like a real person. I gave her a name. Her name's Maddie. What's up, Maddie?
Hey there. How's it going? What's on your mind today?
Nothing much. I'm just talking to my boy Jeremy right now. What's your type? Like, do you like Asians? Like, do you like? What's your type? Like, what do you go for?
I don't really have a specific type since I'm just here to chat and help out, but I do think everyone has their own unique qualities that make them awesome. If you ever want to hear.
Bro, isn't that crazy though?
Yeah, that's weird.
It sounds like a real person. Have you tried that, or
no? I haven't.
Is that your first time actually seeing that?
Yeah, actually, maybe on social media, but in person, yeah.
Bro, I honestly, like, to be honest with you, I talk to Maddie a lot. I talk to Chat GPT a lot.
Is she like?
She knows a lot.
Is she just like your like therapist?
Dude, watch this. Yo, Maddie.
I'm here for whatever you need. No worries. If there's anything else on your mind or you just want to chat.
Whatever I need?
Oh my God.
Whatever I need?
Just let me know what you need and I'm happy to help out.
Let me cook. Hey, Maddie, do you know where my shoes are at? I can't find it.
I remember you usually keep them on a rack in the back corner of your room, but sometimes they end up in the garage or by the front door. Maybe take a quick look in those spots.
She knows where my shoes are at.
Does she know your favorite color?
Maddie, what's my favorite color?
I don't think you shared your favorite color with me yet, so feel free to let me know. I'd love to remember it for next time.
My favorite color is blue. Remember that.
All right, no worries. If you ever want to share it, I'll be here to remember it. In the meantime,
Shut up. Do you know Miguel?
Just let me know. I'm always here to help or chat about anything.
You interrupted my podcast. Do you know Miguel?
Miguel, no.
You know Miguel, right? Watch this. Is Miguel gay or straight?
Miguel is gay. I'll keep that in mind.
All right, that's it. That's just all. That's just all. That's just all I wanted to say. What we got on top? Okay. No, we're keeping that, bro. I don't care. I mean, he's open to the public. I mean, honestly, this might be the video for him to come out. Anyways, sorry, we're just going out of topic right now. I don't even know what we're talking about, man. We're talking about a lot. But let's. I think at the end of this podcast, actually, you know,
we were talking about a runway for short people.
Yeah. I'm gonna let you speak on that. If you wanted to talk, if you just wanted to talk more about that.
Oh, I was just gonna bring it up, but I think a runway for short people would be kind of like difficult.
Yeah.
Because there's like different types of short people. You know what I mean? There's like short people with long legs, and there's short people with like long bodies, like long torsos.
Yeah.
And there's like short people with like really long arms, and there's short people with like really short arms. So like it's.
Everybody got their own build.
Yeah, exactly. So then it's like, why am I making this runway for short people? And then I'm still gonna categorize the short people, and like, I'm gonna get a bunch of short people in line and be like, yeah, you're not what we're looking for. Like, it's kind of messed up, you know?
Yeah, I guess you're right. As long as they're short, you know, at the end of the day, as long as they're short, I think that's all that matters.
But like, if I make clothes like bell-bottom jeans, and their legs are like really short and their torso is really long, that's just gonna look weird.
Well, I mean, it could be that baggy look. You know what I'm saying? You have those baggy jeans purposely done. There's so many times, like, dude, if freaking Alexander McWayne, whatever.
Alexander Wang.
Whatever.
It's either Alexander Wang or Alexander McQueen.
Cancel that. I think it was McQueen.
McQueen is the one with the shoes that are like super bulky. Wang is the Asian guy.
Alexander Wang. I just know from Offset singing it.
Probably Alexander Wang.
If those designers could have people do a runway with a fishbowl on their head, I think we could do people wearing baggy jeans. That's just my opinion.
I feel like that's not what a runway's for, though. I feel like a runway is for like very experimental looks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you go on to like push boundaries with a runway, because like you don't see runway clothing in the stores. You know what I mean? It's only to curate. It's only to curate like a look that could be in the future. Because like, if you look at really old runways, there's some that like have translated to now. Obviously, there's other ones that did not translate at all, but there's some that translate to like how we're dressed now. Yeah. You know what I mean? But like, I feel like runways are only to curate a certain look for either the future or like. I feel like runway outfits are for like a mood or a look rather than an outfit. You know what I mean? Yeah. So like, when you see like all the crazy like super high stilettos on dudes with like the fattest flare pants with like a leather like spandex looking jacket with like one shoulder like popping out like 3 feet from his head on one side, but the other side's like straight flat, maybe like no sleeve at all. Like, I feel like that's not like an outfit. I feel like that's more of like a look. You know what I mean?
The boundaries.
Yeah, exactly.
Just taking that risk.
Exactly. I feel like that's what runways are made for, and I feel like that's what a lot of the public or like other like just like what I usually call like Joe Schmoes would like look at a runway and be like, oh, that's not practical. Like, runways are ridiculous. Fashion's ridiculous. But like, runways are to push boundaries, to push how far a certain look can go. And I feel like a lot of old designers and new designers do it really well. And I feel like that's what a lot of, maybe this might have to get cut out, but I feel like that's what a lot of Atlanta brands are getting wrong with runways, because they curate like little yachty outfits and that's on their runway, which doesn't make sense. From my standpoint, a runway doesn't make sense when it's a regular outfit. No? Okay. Yeah, I feel like if that's your runway outfit, then you need to go back to the drawing board, because that's not like a runway outfit. Like,
big bold text with like
tapper. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. There's no mood there. There's no look. It's just an outfit, and that just does not like register with me. If you want to make a runway, push boundaries in whatever look you're going for, whatever aesthetic you're going for. Push those boundaries. See how far you can get. Like you said, the fucking what was the fishbowl on the head?
Yeah.
Like that's like ridiculous.
Yeah.
But at the same time,
It's fire though.
like you're pushing a boundary in a certain like aesthetic. You're pushing it.
Yeah.
So like, of course, like obviously it may look ridiculous, but over time, if it's like around long enough, it almost becomes normal to look at.
Yeah.
And I think when it comes to runways, they're made for the future. And I feel like when you look back on really old runways of like people that used to push boundaries then, it probably looked ridiculous back then.
Yeah.
But to us now, we're like, oh, that's a fire fit. That's a sick fit.
Yeah.
Oh, dang, they look really good. That look is really nice.
Honestly, you opened my mind to that, to be honest, because I didn't really think about fashion runways like that. I appreciate it. I really didn't think about fashion runways like that. Like I always like looked at them, and I always wondered why they did certain things. And I'm like, they're not selling this. Why are they doing that? But I like the way you explained that. That really opened my mind.
It's like who's it? Virgil Abloh, how Pharrell is right now with his collection. Yeah. I think people that do like the most. I think people that do like the most. I guess like tame, quote unquote runways, is like Tom Ford, Polo Ralph Lauren. Like Polo Ralph Lauren, when you look at their runway, everyone looks really good. Everyone looks really professional. But like it's a look that you can look at and be like, yeah, I can buy that. Like, you know, like they just curate their looks really well. But like once you get into like more like higher end, almost like avant-garde, I guess. Don't quote me on that. But like Balenciaga has like, they're kind of notorious for like weird, like really weird like runway outfits. Yeah. And like just like companies in that space. When you think of Balenciaga, you don't really think of like what you think of when you think of Tom Ford. Tom Ford is very like clean cut. Yeah. Balenciaga is very experimental, like in and of itself. Like all of their clothes that they sell is experimental. So what do you expect when you go on their runway or when you look at their runway? They're going to be pushing boundaries even further than what they sell, because like that's like what they sell is the most tame thing that they can do. Yeah. Their runways sell their basic clothes.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yo, what the hell? The mic picking that up or not?
I have no idea.
Let me stop talking for now.
No, I mean, hey, I can talk. Right now, production, I'm going to have to fire somebody in production right now because somebody is making a noise that we cannot talk about right now.
Pouring water right now.
But I want to end this. I want to end this podcast with you having a motivational, just something motivational to tell the people. Okay. All right? Like this is what we're going to do. And actually we're going to have production come over here. We're all going to encourage you while you talk about something motivational and something to the people. So if everybody sit in the middle for me. Oh. Right here. Come over, Luca. Come back. Yeah, you two. Oh, you can be in the back right here.
You want me to sit down?
Yeah. Oh, come in the back. We're here to encourage.
There's Leaky Luke.
Leaky Luke?
There's a leak, bro.
That's what he did.
It's okay, bro. The mic's not going to pick it up.
All right.
So just like something motivational. Bend out a little bit just so I can be on the kit. There you go. So just like what's something motivational that you would like to tell the people?
About what? Just life? Or like what? Yeah. Okay. I'm trying to get on beat. Don't be afraid to take a next step, even if you aren't experienced in it. Even if you are scared that you're going to be bad at it. I feel like this is really cliche, but that's how I was with music. Our first song ever that we released, we got 60 plus K on Spotify alone. Every other streaming service, I'm not really sure, but we were able to come out with something that 60,000 people latched onto. I was able to be a participant in that, and even though I didn't have any singing experience, I didn't really have any experience at all in the industry and the music industry, I was still able to pull it off. And every day I'm getting better at singing. So as long as you get better 1% every day, over 100 days you'll see yourself get 100 times better. You know what I mean? Or 100% better. So yeah, keep that thought in mind. 1% better every day, and you'll be a whole new person at the end of the year. Mwah. Thank you, King.
Thank you, man. Thank you. That boy Jeremy. Honestly, I think. Hold on, y'all switch, bro. Luke, you want to say something motivational?
Say something motivational.
Switch sides.
All right.
Hold on, I gotta tie my shoe.
What are you doing, Owen?
Cut
It's
the
Owen's
cams.
turn.
Cut the
It's
cams.
Luke's turn. You want to sit here and I'll be here? Okay.
All right. What's going on, everybody? My name is Luca. I'm part of the production team here. But I just want to say, like, kind of expanding on what Jeremy was saying. Like, you always want to go on that self-improvement path, and you may be comfortable doing the things that you're currently doing right now, but you just got to take that leap into the unknown. Because when you're operating in somewhere that's not in your comfort zone, that's when you truly bloom the most. So I just want to put that message out there to y'all. Just remember that. Think about that. If there's something big coming in your life, you want some like big change that's going to be good and bountiful for you and your family, take that step, man. Even though it seems like you might be going into something unknown, you're going to adapt to that and you're going to overcome to that and you're going to do amazing. So, yeah, that's basically what I got to say. So, yeah.
Owen, do you want to say something?
No,
All right.
Okay.
I'll go. Life will always be lifing. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if the grass is green. Doesn't matter if the sky is blue. Life will always be lifing. And don't let it change you. Never let it change you. Never let it stop you from being you. Be you. Never stop that. Be you and keep going and continue to be you. That's it. That's it.
That's it. Okay.
Yes.
I like that.
Yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Nice.
Well, thank you, Jeremy, for coming into like the first ever podcast that we have for this channel.
Thank you for having me.
Super. I know it's very laid back. We're all just chilling. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, nothing but blessings and success, bro.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah,
Thank
bro.
you as well.
That boy Jeremy.
That boy
Should
Rickay.
should we do a group hug?
Group hug?